The Jaguar ad flopped. Everyone hates Jaguar now. So, as it was my favorite car brand at one point, I had to cope with this trauma. It was really one of the hardest weeks of my life. Just the barrage of seeing my favorite brand go from here to here. I couldn't deal with it. So I needed to go into therapy, but as you can see, I don't have a budget. So I looked up worse ads, right? I replaced negativity with more negativity to make myself feel better. Now, what does that translate into? Well, it's just a whiteboard today, right? I'm going to put these ads in the back, and, maybe I'll cover it up a little. I want to talk about the top 7 worst car advertisements of all time. These are going to be ranked from 7 to 1, with 1 being the most offensive, most eye-gouging experience, and 7, still being terrible. With that being said, ciao! Is that copyright? Welcome. This is the car salesman right here. We're talking about Suzuki, right? And, hey, do you want to trade your car in? Fucking old piece of crap that dominated this thing called Group B. So nerdy. Who drives on the dirt these days? It's 2024. Anyways, yeah, that little piece of shit, what is it worth? 10K? 15K? 80K? 15K? 20K? Trade it in for a new Suzuki. It'll take you to Ralph's. It'll take you to Safeway. It'll take you to your favorite grocery store. And you'll get all the pussy in it. I mean, the Apple CarPlay, the reverse camera. I don't know if it has reverse camera. The traction control, the airbags. So, as you can see, this advertisement, it's more of a researching error. It just makes you feel bad. It makes you hurt inside that they're doing my boy Lancia like that. It's one of my favorite Lancias of all time. And they're telling me to trade a classic for... I'm not going to shit on the car, but I mean, there's clearly a value difference here. You're not going to trade your Nikes, your Jordans for some flip-flops from the beach store of a third world country, right? So I also think, okay, maybe do some more research and understand that your audience is going to most likely identify this car and go, what the fuck, dude? Alright, so this one just makes me cringe a little bit. This is the Honda Odyssey commercial, advertisement, whatever. And as you can see, there's... what's funny? I actually don't see anything. I just memorized the image. You know how fucking impressive that is? Anyways, you see the minivan with the sliding door open, and there's rose petals leading up to it, and pretty much is saying, this is where the love happens, this is where the baby making happens. I kind of get it, okay? I understand that the minivan means you're pooping out kids left and right. You guys are fucking like rabbits. Totally understand it. With that being said, no one's getting any pussy in this, right? And the way the rose petals are leading up to the car seats, the way it's nighttime, the ambiance, it's quiet, no one's really around. It makes you really think they're gonna bang in a Honda Odyssey. Just say that out loud. We're gonna bang in a Honda Odyssey. Now say it in a subtle tone. Hey, we're gonna bang in my Honda Odyssey. It's for babies. Also, another weird thing is, are they gonna have sex where little Timmy and little Abigail play their little Nintendos in the back? Where? It's the family car. You don't fuck in the family car. So SsangYong is a South Korean car company, and they came out with this genius ad, a quiet car. That's what we need in this life, What would I use a quiet car for back in the day? Let's say I'm 14, 15, and I want to sneak out and drive, do a little joyride, Let's do that, it won't start up. Or if I'm picking up a girl, here we go, sneaking out, still living with the parents, you're going to be wanting to exit and arrive quietly. What if you just want to sneak up on an animal to shoot it? Number 4. I don't know if you can read that little paragraph down there, but basically, women are soft and gentle, but they hit things. Fuck! We're fine. The spoon is fine. We're approaching the territory where it's a little suspect, a little stereotypical, whoa, gender boxing. I do find it hilarious that of all brands is like the peace and love Volkswagen car. Basically, they're saying, hey, listen, you know, you have a beautiful wife. They're soft, they're gentle, they're like little butterflies. But they're gonna hit your car because they can't drive. That's what they're saying. That's not what I'm saying. And you might as well buy them a car. You know, if it's a guarantee they're gonna crash because duh, they're women. Have it go 20 miles per hour instead of 50, right? So the Volkswagen Beetle is the slowest thing in the world, right? I mean, this is so slow that I think the 0 to 60 is non-existent. I think genuinely, if you put a Volkswagen Beetle in a video game, the Earth and the universe will blow up before that thing hits 60.
Want a break from the ads?
So, speaking of the Beetle, this one's a little absurd. This doesn't really make fun of anything. I think it's just so outrageous that I think it deserves number 3. When you build a car, sometimes you take elements from very successful cars, right? It can be the rear wing, the aerodynamics, the engine configuration, the way the seat warmers tinkle your little booty, right? Regardless, how about this trait, right? Yugo is dropping their car. Its project is to be, you know, very accessible, the commoner's car, right? A lot of people can afford it, maintain it. It's, you know, reliable, and they could have, you know, bragged about anything. When they compared the Yugo to the Volkswagen Beetle, they decided, oh no, forget the headlights, forget the rear wing, you know, the wheels, the safety. Did you know that you can actually fit 30 plus people in the Yugo? You know, just like the Volkswagen Beetle. You know, that's what people were looking for when they want to buy a car. They want to go, oh, you know, this is the perfect car, but it fits 28 people. Can't do it, dude. Can't do it. Sorry. Thank you. I'll go fuck myself in the closet. So, do you see what I'm saying? I think the board of Yugo were sitting down, and some guy's like, I have an idea. Let's go bid it to the Volkswagen Beetle. And they all looked at him and they go, okay. And they spent like 17 days straight, like Adderall, coffee, cocaine, all of it. Like, come on, there's got to be one thing, right? And the best they came out with is some guy, the intern, walks in, papers fumbling, coffee spilling. Guys, you can fit the same amount of cars in the Beetle and the Yugo. And they all got up there like, we're making money, boys. You know, it's the stupidest thing ever. And you know, that's what I said. Again, going back to the whole pictures funnier than videos. Like the fact that they saw that, drew that out, and went, this is perfect. This is going to work. It's just ridiculous. And I get it. You know, it's beating women in terms of beating your wife back to your house, right? Not actually bang bang. As you can see from this picture, this was a time where wife beaters weren't just a form of apparel. It was something a little more common. Old school commercial. And it's Hertz, you know, it's the rental car company. And they're pretty much, you know, saying, oh, you can get your car so quickly you can beat your wife back home. Except, like, I didn't really age well, you know? Like, there's so many different ways a rental car company can market themselves. And some fucking guy goes, I have an idea. You can beat your wife back at home. And I get it. Maybe Johnny Salami from the 40s bit into that burger and went, that's a marvelous idea, Teddy. But, you know, that shit didn't age well. Shit aged like spoiled milk. Anyways, I'm going to go beat my girlfriend. And before I get into number one, I want to say the thing you're about to see right now is the most disgusting picture I've ever seen in my life. As an Armenian, it is truly terrifying. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. This is so fucking bad. And it's from one of my, you know, favorite car brands. With that being said, dude, I've been a BMW fan since I was a kid. This for me is just the audacity Oh my god, it's so wrong on so many events. To be fair, it is a simple picture. I don't have to do the where do I start. There's a guy fucking a girl, and instead of using the girl to come, he has to look at pictures of BMWs to come. What can I say? The cringe response is, oh, it's promoting materialism. No, who gives a shit about that? Who wants to stick their penis actually in a car, right? Maybe the exhaust pipe. I've never, like, listen, we all make jokes, right? Like, oh, that car makes me hard, you know, I'm so fucking, I need to do it. You know, sometimes you get fainted, like, you get dizzy in your legs when you see a car drive by. Have you ever orgasmed from a car? I mean, I know there's that one TLC guy who actually makes love to his car, but, dude, it's just fucking, imagine being a woman, you know, to all the women watching that, how would you feel? You know, you just bought a BMW and the magazine they gave you is that. Or you just see that on a commercial somewhere. Like, how fucking disgusting and disturbing is that? Like, oh my god, it's just so, I don't even think guys found this funny. They found it kind of sickening, because if you had a magazine like that, people aren't going to be like, oh, he's such a car guy. It's like, no, you're just like weird. Like, it's weirdo shit. Like, there's a fine line between, oh, this is how much we love our products versus, I'm gonna stick my dick. With that being said, advertisements, you know, if you think Jaguar's the only one that fucked it up, nope. Unfortunately, Jaguar's dropped in a time where, you know, like right now, social media viralization is higher than ever, and commercials are even worse, you know, because everyone's sending it, doing their little fucking as Mongol, the reaction videos, oh, look at that, no. Anyways, back then, these old commercials, I mean, now they're just like to laugh at. Next time you shit on Jaguar, just remember they're not alone, right? You know, just trying to compensate for the fact that they're going to be really bad and ruining the world of driving cars. Regardless, I need you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe. I need you to click that. Just kidding. I love you guys. Go arcade out.